Hi, so I'm here with Brian Deighton, another RAG member who's showing in the show I Dreamt, I Woke Up. And Brian, well, your paintings on the wall, I've always really liked your paintings. I was looking at them when I was thinking about this interview, and well, I realised when I looked at the yellow painting, actually, which is called Flicker, isn't it? And I looked at the central yellow panels, they started to kind of move before my eyes, you know, when you're staring at them. So it started to flick between yellow and yellow. And the red one, I was looking at it carefully, and then it was pulsating, glowing, pulsating. And I thought that's really interesting. I thought you obviously use a lot of like optics in your paintings. It's coming from that. Is that what you were intending? Or
it's certainly something I think
drunk
about.
Too much?
It's certainly something I think about, and I want each bit of the painting to work. So some of the stripes were painted over and over again till it kind of hit it, as it were.
Yeah.
And in a sense, you're right. That's called flicker. I almost call it flicker brackets eyelids. Almost your eyelids flicker.
Yeah.
So even though both these paintings are trying to be optimistic, you can't quite get away from the tragedy in life as well. So when I think of eyelids flickering, I think people are ill, even dying in. But yeah, the optics. I mean, this background colour. I'm very interested in the foreground and background. Something you can look through. There's a barrier, or there's something beyond. I mean, there's a German romantic word, Sehnsucht, which means a yearning for the unattainable. Yeah. I'm a bit of a sucker for that stuff, but I don't want to lapse into sentimentality. But that is a kind of a violence, so it zings the yellow, it ups the ante.
Absolutely, I can see it when I look at it.
But also I get involved in like these two colours there.
Yeah.
I'm very fond of those two colours, I don't know why, just they're very appealing to me. So you can get into colour theory. At the end of the day, you end up just being what works. You've got to throw that out the window and see what colours actually do things next to each other.
Absolutely.
And they change, you know.
That's very interesting, the idea of your flickering eye and how the connection to like an emotional. I mean, I know you're going through a bit of a difficult time at the moment.
Well, we all are.
Yes, but you know. Yeah, lots of people have lost people, and interesting. I didn't know that connection, and now I'm looking at it with that in mind.
And this shape here, this diamond, I've always been quite interested in universal things like images, things that are sort of general, almost philosophical. That's called a rhombus, which actually means to kind of rotate in some way. So that's kind of about this idea of you can be in these different chapters of your life, or kind of you're on the surface of it, or you can go into the behind.
Yeah.
You can go the foreground and background. You can swivel into them. Swivel in and out of them. And I think that's what we do actually in everyday life all the time.
Well, it's when you look at, I mean, I'm very interested at the moment in like the many sort of, not facets, but layers to us, all the unknown layers that we're not conscious of, which we bring with us in every moment.
Yeah.
And I don't know, somehow, when you look
I don't want to deny those mysteries.
No, absolutely.
They're sort of there.
No, yeah, in fact, I'm very interested in actually, more than acknowledge, I can't think of the right word, but take them on.
Yeah.
I think it's very interesting when you look at that painting, the flicker one, and you sort of start to, or your eyes start to play around, and there's so many. It talks to that. It talks to the things, because when you first look at it, you think, oh, stripes.
Yeah, sure.
And then you look at it, and a whole other world comes out.
Yeah.
Same with the
And this one, actually, during the first lockdown, everyone was a bit anxious at the beginning of that. And there was a point where I just thought, I'm going to try and wake up feeling good today. I'm fed up of feeling anxious and worried.
Yes.
And so I thought, I'm going to try and do something really positive.
Yes.
And almost unconsciously, I started painting stripes.
Yes.
And trying to be a bit upbeat. And I was also involved with quite a few Polish people at that time. So this one has ended up being called Dzień dobry, which means good day in Polish. So,
but also in that time we had a lot of really good weather.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it feels
like... Both, wasn't it? There was negative and positive.
Yeah. It feels like a really warm day. So, you know, that's...
Yeah. And there's a guy, Richard Day, who used to be a RAG member, actually, he said, this is like it could be like a novel. You sort of start with the introduction and there's the first chapter. And you can read it this way, or you can read into it, or different things. This bit, I'm very interested in the period after abstract expressionism in New York, which some people call post-painterly abstraction. So this, in a sense, is a reference to Barnett Newman. That's the sort of homage to Barnett Newman. Just this is for me, but in a sense, you just throw stuff in, don't you?
No, but interesting.
Yeah, so in a sense, there's never just one thing that makes the painting.
Exactly. We're back to the many kind of layers, many aspects, subtle aspects.
And almost the freedom artists give themselves to try and claim the whole being.
Well, I think we're all about expression, aren't we? We're trying to express ourselves. Making a painting, it's communication, isn't it? And in a way, I mean, I know for myself, when I started painting, it's because I couldn't communicate. I couldn't get my story out. I couldn't get I couldn't with words. I thought, right, I'll try something else. Maybe I can get those other aspects. So, I mean, I think we're trying in I know I am, trying to be myself as much as possible, express, just put that out there.
Yeah, be honest.
Be honest, be authentic, be
Yeah.
like, but in the richness of oneself. You know, in the many layers that I have no idea about. And I think
and that includes the feeling world and
Absolutely.
the conceptual mental world.
Absolutely.
As well. They don't cancel each other out.
No. I think they're the same. I mean, they're different layers, different ways of looking at things. That's very interesting.
I've got a whole series of these. I've got 10, 12 of these.
Really?
This started something that ploughed on.
Was it through lockdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've now stopped doing spectacles
Okay.
for the time being. I might come back to it.
Yeah, no, I think they're very successful. I really like them. Well, thank you, Brian. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
Brilliant.